Welcome back, everyone, to yet another Touchdowns to Home Runs jersey concept video. Now, I haven't done any of these videos in a long time because when football season and basketball season hit, it gave me a lot more content to talk about. I started doing a lot of jersey concepts back at the beginning of COVID last year, about a year ago, when everything was shut down. There was no sports, and I just had to do something to create sports content, and I love doing these. And I get these provided to me, the templates to make these jerseys, from none other than the greatest place to get sports templates on the internet, sportstemplates.net. Guys, if you want to make anything, and I do mean anything, sports related, whether that be jerseys, helmets, pucks, balls, banners, courts, ice, anything, sportstemplates.net has you covered. These designs go up to 8K. 8K, guys. The quality is absolutely insane. It looks like I'm staring at a real jersey when I'm designing these things. So, guys, definitely go take advantage of that and use promo code NOAH for 10% off your order. Love sportstemplates.net, an amazing company. Definitely go check them out if you want to make some of these for yourself. And I decided they just released brand new baseball jersey ones, and we all know that Nike is now the producer for the MLB now. So I was like, you know what? Let's get back into making some concepts, because now that football season's over, we still have MLB going. We got the NFL draft coming up soon, but the sports is starting to slow down, and I just want to be creative right now. Like, I just want to do something, show off my creative skills, because I think I have some really, really nice jerseys in here, and ones that I definitely love to see the Blue Jays wear, because if you couldn't tell, I am from Toronto, and I am a big Blue Jays fan. So let's bring up the first one here. This is going to be a controversial one straight off the bat, because as soon as you look at this, you see the New York Yankees. And I know I put the pinstripes on there, but the pinstripes aren't something that are just New York Yankees. It's something that's classic to baseball. Like, I could name a couple other teams that use pinstripes in the MLB. You look at the Phillies, you look at the Padres. Pinstripes are a baseball thing. They're not only the New York Yankees. Now, I can understand why people would be like, no, I don't like these concepts because it's way too close to the Yankees. Because as Blue Jays fans, we don't like the Yankees. So why would we want to replicate their jersey? Again, these are just concepts. These are just my ideas. But I love pinstripe jerseys. Like, my favorite college baseball team, the South Carolina Gamecocks, they use a pinstripe jersey, and I love it. I have the jersey in my collection. Usually behind me, I have a ton of different jerseys. I have to put the green screen up so I kind of get this in the backdrop. But honestly, with the pinstripes, you just put the Blue Jays logo on there. It looks really, really nice. If you add pinstripe pants to that, and then maybe the Blue Jays hat, the blue one, but with the white panel, like right here at the front, I think that this would be a really, really cool uniform combination. So that is the first one I designed. I really like it. Do I think the Jays would ever do something like that? I don't know, because it's so close to the Yankees, but I just wanted to see what a Blue Jays jersey with the pinstripes would look like. That's what I was going for here. Next one up, check it out. I had to bring out the new blue, and I wasn't going to do one of these ones because they already just brought out this one, and it's hard to do anything better than this because this jersey is amazing. But, I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot. And what I did here is I made a retro jersey. Now, if you look at this and you can't understand what's retro, back in I can't remember what it was, would have had to have been the 80s, we wore these powdered blue jerseys. We had the white font. Instead, you see here out of my jersey, it's navy and then white in the middle. Back in the day, it was actually flipped. It was white and then navy in the middle. So I switched that there. And then our throwback logo, back in the 70s and 80s, the color scheme was actually different. And if you can tell in this logo, if you are a real Blue Jays fan who pays close attention to stuff, that is the throwback colors of the Jays. The blue is a bit different. So it's more of a turquoise color. And then the navy is a bit lighter than the one we have in our current logo. And then obviously you had the baseball logo back there. So this is a modern touch of a classic jersey. I got the modern font and I got the modern logo, but switching it back up to the old color scheme and to the old uniform design that we used to have. So I love this one. Again, would I change it over this one? I don't know, because I absolutely love this jersey that I have on here. I was at the jersey reveal and bought it as soon as it came out. Amazing jersey. So I don't know if I could see the Jays coming out with this because they just came out with this jersey, but if they were to do it again, I'd love to see something like that, like a real throwback jersey. Would love to see that. Going on to my number third one. This one is an ugly one, but it's kind of ugly on purpose. If you guys pay attention to the NHL And what they did with their jerseys this year, the reverse retros. That's what I was going with here. So back again, that was the logo that I was talking about in the last jersey, where how I switched up the color scheme of those jerseys. I used the color scheme of this logo that I have on here and then mixed it in with the current Blue Jays logo. This is going back to the old logo, and what I was talking about, how this is a reverse retro, because in the original jersey the Jays used to have, it was that lighter blue logo color as the main color of the jersey, and then you'd have the navy blue as the font color. I switched that up, so it's kind of like what the NHL did this year with the reverse retro. Many teams took their old jersey but switched up the colors, and that's what made it the reverse version of the retro. So that's what I did here. Again, kind of the same style as the other one that I just had, where you had the font going over and then you had the logo in the middle. I don't know. I just wanted to see a Blue Jays jersey in navy, because that's something that we don't have. That is one of our main colors. Like, we have it in our font, we have it in our logo. Tons of stuff that the Jays use is in navy, but yet we do not have a navy blue jersey, which is interesting. So that's what I was trying to go for here. I wanted to see what a navy blue Blue Jays jersey would look like, and then make it a reverse retro. Coming up, we got another retro one, but this one I kind of modernized. Again, that Blue Jays logo, I absolutely love that logo. That one wasn't around for, I think it was around just at the beginning of the 2000s. It was used for like 3 years for the Blue Jays, and then they switched to the black Blue Jays logo. I absolutely love that logo. The color scheme on it, I had to do some tweaking around. So I made that the current color scheme. It makes it look a lot sharper, makes it pop off a lot better. I got the white going down the collar and down the seams of the jersey. I love that. And then put the Canada flag on the sleeves, of course. And then you got the 2 white stripes down there, how the regular jerseys do. The Jays don't have a jersey like this. Every single jersey they have is one of these ones where it's the just font going all the way across the top. They don't have the one where it's just a patch up in the top right or left corner, whichever way you want to look at it, which teams like, I know the Reds do, the Cubs do that. Lots of teams, lots of different teams use this style of jersey, and the Jays haven't yet. I know the A's do. So that's what I wanted to do here. I wanted to see, like, what would a Jays jersey look like if we win in that scenario. Going back to the Yankee style one, it's kind of like that, where you have it, the patch just up in the top right corner, the top left. I just wanted to see how that looked, and I honestly really like this. Like, if they brought something like this out, use that logo on a hat. I absolutely love that logo. I'd wish they bring it back just for a reverse or something. I'm not saying that we have to use it every single game, but if you brought that back for a game or two, I'd be a big fan of that, because that logo is amazing. Baseball logos, when you have your mascot doing something baseball related, the logo's not supposed to look nice and crisp and sharp as throwback logos in baseball. They're supposed to be kind of ugly, and that is a perfect example of a really nice and ugly baseball logo. It's brilliant. I love that logo. Going on to another one that people, you're either going to love this or hate this, because I personally love the logo by itself. I understand why people don't like the logo, and people don't like this logo because of the color scheme that was used back when they had this jersey, when they didn't even have a blue jersey. Their jerseys were black and white and gray, and they're called the Blue Jays. It just doesn't make any sense. But that logo alone, I love. So what I did here is I used the current color scheme of the Jays, took out the black, took out the dark, I think there was like a dark gray in there, and I replaced it with actual blue, so now they are the Blue Jays, and I think it blends really well with this jersey. Obviously, this is just what we have, the current blue jersey. You got the 2 white stripes on the sleeve, and then just replace it with that logo. But I think when you take the current color scheme that the Jays have and mix it up and put that on the current jersey, it makes it look so much better. I love the black jersey still. It just does not work for the Blue Jays. Like, I love those jerseys. I just know that there's a lot of people that do not like them because they are blue. I love the logo. I love everything. Again, I wouldn't want them to go back and make this their main logo, because I do like this one that I have on my hat right now. It is better than this one, but I still love this logo, and if they would have brought that back for, again, a game or something like that, I'd be a really big fan of that. Finishing up with, of course, we got to go a Red Canada Day one. And every single Canada Day jersey that the Jays have had for the last couple of years, have always said Blue Jays on them. None of them have said Toronto, and I really think that needs to change. I think it needs to say Toronto because Toronto is in Canada, and Toronto is Canada's team, so I think the representation of the city on there makes the jersey a lot better. And then instead of the logo, I just took the regular Maple Leaf logo that the Jays use and put that there, and then have the two Canada flags on the side. I think what you're going for in the Canada Day uniforms is really going for Canada. I think it's that simple. I think people will really like this if you just simple it down and make it based around Canada. You use the Blue Jays logo on everything else. Every other 161 games, you use the Blue Jays logo. For the one Canada Day game, I think it would be really cool if you just focus in and make it a country-based jersey like I have here. So those are my designs, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I love making these designs. Let me know if there's any teams. I also got some basketball jersey templates that I can make. Let me know if there are any teams for NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL that you want to see jersey concepts of, because I'll be more than happy to make them. So thank you for tuning in. Like down below, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and come back next time.